Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and I was going through some of my stuff, and I remembered that I was working on the monster at the end of this book before Christmas, and I decided to flip through it and see what I had to still work on, and I found that this belly band that has pockets I never filled. So I was looking for something, so I came up with this, and I'm going to show you how I made those. I only need 2 for this book because I did not put a second one of these flips in the second journal. I put for the belly band a different one. I put this one that doesn't have a flip on it. So I did 2 different belly bands for the second journal, and I think this is another belly band I put in there, but the only one I put is for this one. So I wanted to make something. Now these pockets on this, I'll try to remember to link this video, how I made this belly band with the 2 pockets, but the pocket isn't too big, but it was a perfect size for these little paint strips. Now I do have this, which is a Benjamin Moore color preview, which I have just a ton of these. I lucked out. I am not sure where I got it from. I've had it forever though. It's like from 2000 something. It's pretty old. I thought I had it, and it's unruly. Not sure where the date is. I'm not sure what that's for. Interesting. Yeah, so I use these, but I know that there are color strips out there. But even if you don't have color strips, I think this little technique to make tall tag could be used for anything. So I'm going to start with showing this. Now, what I put in the back is a digital, and it flips up so that it leaves space to journal and put it back down. So it's decorative on one side and the colors on the other. And it sticks in there. Put a little topper on there. I put a star eyelet, a little trim on there, and it was good to go. So let me show you how I did this, and we'll start with this one. So the strip that I have, you can start with anything that's a little thicker. It is 2 inches wide by approximately, let me get this out of the way, 2 inches tall by about 9 inches, or 2 inches wide by about 9 inches tall. So what I did is, just because it has a very specific place to put it, I folded it at the second top, which is about 2.5 inches down. So when I folded it at 2.5 inches down, it left about a 6.5 inch tall tag. Yep, about 6.5 inches. So if you want to make this, you can start out with a piece that is, like I said, 9.5, right? Yeah, no, about 9 inches by 2, and then fold it down so the ending, it becomes about 6.5 inches tall. So I found for the other ones some digitals that I cut apart. The other ones I'm gonna show. This was from a mailer, I believe, for that. But I like the green color for it, so I decided to use that. All right, so for this side, I am going to, so that I can put the eyelet and still have it flip up, I'm going to fold almost to the top, my little flap, and it didn't really totally matter where it was, but I just wanted to have a little flap on there. Plus I wanted to cover this side because when I flipped it over, the paint strips became upside down. So I'm going to attach this to here. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to close the top so it doesn't open farther, and I'm going to put the eyelet on there, which is going to help not open, but I do want it to be really secure at the top. So this is the part that ends up flipping and not any part of that. All right, and I am going to glue this to this. Now you could cut this piece shorter. This piece I cut was about 6 1/4. This whole tag, if you recall, is about 6 1/2. So it's just a bit shy of all the way top to the bottom. If you wanted to cut something a little bit smaller and have it just flip for there and decorate that, that would work too. But I'm going to, actually I might do that and put like a little piece of washi tape or something there. Only because this piece is a little thicker. I don't know, but I'm going to have to cut my leaf off. We're going to go back to my old. All right, so I'm going to put glue. Whoops. We're going to put glue on here. And I'm going to glue this. Oh, my fingers aren't working. I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to drop it down a little bit, like I said, because I cut this 6 1/4 and this is 6 1/2. drop it down just ever so slightly. See that little bit of green at the top. Okay, I'm going to let this dry, but eventually I'm going to fold this so this does flip up to become the tag. And I'm going to let it dry because I want to angle it like a tag, and it's wet, so I don't want to use my machine, and go from there. So, all right, so let's just glue the next one. So this one was an orange one. I picked an orangish digital, folded it over, same thing. And we're just going to go ahead and glue these down. Oops, let's glue this top so I know where I'm gluing. And should I glue this one down like I thought the other one? Nope, I think I'm going to glue the whole one. Okay. This one I cut a little bit less wide. You can see that border around it. It was about, yeah, maybe a little less. I made them a little smaller than 2. I made this probably even a little smaller than I probably needed to. But there's the back of that. And we'll get the purple one. I folded already. And I do have, I think I will cut this one down. I'm going to glue it, and then I'm going to, oops, I forgot to fold this one up. I'm going to glue it, and then I'll cut the bottom off when all is said and done. So variety, options, and the only reason I did fold this up beforehand was because when I was putting these down, I wasn't quite sure where the split would be for it. So that's the only reason I folded these first. All right, try to center that well. And the reason that I decided not to do that one is because I didn't necessarily want to cut this bottom orange part. I thought it really looks good, had the words. That is one of my digitals for it. And that's same with this. I didn't want to cut the leaf off. But this, being it was just a gingham, this side is just a regular digital. Actually, I wonder if I could do that. Actually, I might do this, because I'm not a big fan of that backing. This, when you flip it, is white, easier to write on. Same with this one, but this one I kind of forgot that I had done that. I think it might be easier to write on that part. So if we fold that in, yeah, I don't mind that. All right, let's throw a little glue on there. And we're just gonna bop it to there. And hold. Again, options. And I'm probably not going to put this one in the book as the second one. I was thinking the orange one would look better on this side. But if I go to put this into a pocket, going this way, it doesn't necessarily matter that the back is up like that to be decorated. So, yeah, I do not mind. That it's like that. Yeah, it's cute. Okay, so let's go back to the first one we did, which is this one. And I have my crocodile, and I have a eyelet. So this one needs to be the bigger hole. So let's try to center. And put this in. And there we go. I put it backwards. Oh well. All right, so this is going to get refolded. for the pocket. And I'll find a trim in a bit for that, but there's where that goes. And for the corners, I'm going to do the bigger one. And this might be just a little too thick. Oh, and now it's stuck. All right, so we're going to get some scissors, and we're just going to trim it. I think this piece was a little thicker. It wasn't as cooperative to want to go through my punch because it was almost like three cardboard layers versus paper. So we're just going to do that. There we go. I'll find a trim in a second for that. Oh, and I also pulled some tickets like I did for this one. I just put a little ticket on there and had that run forward. These are washi tickets, so they kind of blend into the background. I'm gonna put this one for a and a little bit of a wraparound just to put a little bit of color on the inside. A little crooked, but that's okay. Rub it down. All right, and for this one, yeah, I'm guessing it's not liking. It is not liking 2 layers of this. So let's just trim and do that. And same with this, we'll do that. And you don't have to make them tag shaped. I just thought this would kind of be fun being tag shaped. Okay, let's get the remnants out of here. All right, so for this one, I've got an orange eyelet. Let's put it on the correct side this time. This one's going to go on the top. Okay. Yeah, much better. Not straight, but better. Or centered, I should say. And this needs, I couldn't find a purple eyelet. So for this one, I have a white eyelet. But that's okay, there's white stripes on there, so I don't think there's anything wrong. And I think it was supposed to be this side for the bigger one. I had it for the smaller one earlier when I was doing the star. I don't think I have the bottom right. Let's try this one more time. There we go. That one sealed it better. Okay. All right, now we got them. All right, so this one I've got this, it's kind of a pinkish purplish. I'll put it down a little lower, a little contrasting. And we just want it to flip around ever so slightly, just to give a little bit of color to the inside. Yeah, cute. And this one, put it a little lower too. I didn't really have orange tickets, so this one's kind of a yellowish orange. We're going to flip it around. You see how it's almost see-through. You see the line there? And we'll flip it onto that side, and there we go. Okay, let us, and you can definitely decorate these fronts more, adding, you know, whatever you want to put on there, flowers, birds, more tickets. I just wanted really the colors for these to stand out, especially with that book for the monster book. I think I was put the orange on nacho cheese. That's fun. All right, I tracked down some trims. I got a fun orange, a funky green, and a light purple. Even though this is more pinkish purple, I think that still will work for it. So let us put these on. All right, let's start with the orange. I really don't need a lot. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it through here. There we go. And I'm going to knot it off. Make sure it will stay. I think I'll do a double knot. And then I'll trim it so I don't waste anything. Yeah, cute. Okay, orange is done. Let's do the same for the purple. Let me close my glue as I just noticed it's sitting open. Having enough trouble keeping this not to dry up on me. All right, got a little pokey tool to poke this through. All right. I'm not sure I want to put a second knot in there, so we're just gonna trim it and let it go. Very cute, very cute. And this green one reminds me of Grinch fur. All right, so let's see if we can get this through. All right. I think I am going to knot this one twice since it's smaller. And cut. Yeah, fun. I love it. All right, stickers, we'll get rid of that. Let's grab that book. Okay, so I'm just going to put the blue one on this side because there's a lot of blue and blue down there. Very fun. And this side, because that orange streak there, I thought it would be perfect to put the orange one there. And it is very fun. Nacho cheese. Yep, morning sunshine. I love that. On that side, very fun. I love it. And these will be for future ones. I mean, I definitely could have put the purple one in here too. And now that I'm looking at that with that purple there, yeah, you know what? I think I do like the contrast of the blue. We're going to stick with my first thought and go with the blue. Yep. I love it. Might still find a place to put these in this book because they're great colors for this book. Get tucked into something else for it. But yeah, I love it. Okay, well that is going to be it for me today. If you like the video, a thumbs up would be great. And if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I have a lot of fun ideas that I like to pop out there for everybody. Well, hopefully I think they're fun ideas. And hopefully you do too. All right, that's going to be it for me today. Thanks so much for stopping by. And as usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye for now.